Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to What Beauty in You is Ready to Be Seen. I don't know what's going to come out here, what beauty even means, what spirit will ignite in this particular reading, but I'm here for it. This is probably not going to be the last time I do this reading, so if you would like this reading again, let me know. Different kinds of messages can pop up, and it might be something that you need at the time that it comes out. So for now, what beauty in you is ready to be seen? It's cooked. What's cooked? I will see you in your pile. Please make sure to watch till the end because sometimes other messages come through, often actually. So 3, 4, 7. Timestamps are in the description box below. I would love for you to check out the membership to see if it's something that you would like. I would also like you to check out the Patreon to see if it's something that you would like because I think you would like it. Okay, see you in your pile. Hey there, pile 3. Hey there, pile 3. Pile 3, what beauty in you is out here ready to be seen? Thank you. I got them done 2 weeks ago. Somehow they're still living. I finally got my first chip. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, sick, and the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles are on the negative side, and that's the weird thing about using this deck. Let's see what happens. So the beauty in you that's ready to be seen is you giving yourself permission to feel unsatisfied by what you've worked for, unsatisfied by what you've achieved, unsatisfied by what you have, in a way that says, I want more for myself. I want more than what my family has, what my friends have, what my family had, what people like me have. Like, this is a fed up. And that's beautiful because this means that you're someone who would want to go do different things. Like, it's giving the Fool energy. Page of Wands is very much Fool energy to me, but this is a Page of Wands on the negative. So what? For some of you, the beauty that's ready to be seen is laced with a bit of nefariousness, if I can be honest. It's laced with a bit of nefariousness in that you're almost holding a grudge towards what society, what your family, what your culture, what your faith, what you has told you that you've wanted, what your XYZ has told you that you deserve or are capable of having or whatever. Like, if I was to just stick to one story, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's tired of their own bullshit and is ready to unzip out of the matrix in some kind of way, or not even zip out of the matrix, just sort of like are waking up to the fact that, oh my God, I'm in code. I'm in a world where I'm actually in control. I can do this. I can do that. I can talk to this person. I can say whatever I want to this person and there's consequences. I can it's kind of weird. Like, it's giving someone who, like, let's say you go to a reader and the reader advises you. They're like, so you go to a reader and you say, oh, I want to know if I should take this job or that job. Like, what should I do? And the reader says, well, you know, this job has this benefits, this job has this benefits, these are the cons, these are the pros. All in all, it kind of looks like spirit might be nudging you, or the messages seem a lot more friendly in job path number B. And you kind of go, oh, okay, that's cool. And then you decide to actually go with not even number A or number B, you decide to just, I don't know, have a baby. Like, I don't know. Like, you do something just not even here, like, not even in the realm of what was presented. Because you're just kind of like, you know what? I don't want any of this shit. This is like someone who's like, oh, I don't know, my life is kind of blah. I think I should move. I've been looking for a place to stay. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's within the neighborhood. It's somewhere close to my job. Da, 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 da. And then one day they wake up and they're just kind of like, I think I'm going to leave the country. I think I'm going to leave the country. I think I'm going to leave the country. Like, it just feels so full energy. And I'm glad, because I think the Page of Wands really is like a mini Fool, that energy to me. And with the Page of Wands here on the negative side, it's not really, I mean, I don't know, you know, take that how you will. I don't pay attention to that. That's just me letting you know it's in the reverse, but there's no reversals in this deck. My kind of deck. It just has a different sort of imagery. And I can see this page deeper. And actually, same as the Seven of Pentacles. Like, they're just both looking at, I feel like the Seven of Pentacles woman is looking, she's tired of what she's got. She's over, like, what her world has yielded. Not to say that it's bad. There's plentiful fruit. She's worked hard and all of this, that. And she's kind of looking at it and she's kind of going, I think I want to do something wild. Like, that's the energy. She hasn't done anything yet, but I feel like she's just she's in the stage of looking bored and just kind of being like, I'm over this. I'm so over this. And the Page of Wands, same, but in this aspect, it feels like the Page of Wands is looking right at me, like looking at a targeted individual as opposed to just like the world. And even the Seven could be looking at the world, but it's giving this energy of like, I'm sick of this shit. I am sick of being the good girl. I am sick of being the bad girl, whatever that means. I'm sick of being the compliant one. I'm sick of being the non-conform. Like, it's just, it's giving like, I am sick of what my reality has been. I am sick of it. I want to do something different. What's something I would not do that is still safe and sovereign? Hello. What is something that I would not do? I want to do it. And then the odd man out is actually the Three of Pentacles, because what? Like, what is this whole ass innocent Three of Pentacles here? For you, pal 3, weird. I don't get it. The Three of Pentacles doesn't like match with this energy. But I guess, I don't know, if I was to sort of tune into this energy more, it's weird because the Three of Pentacles in this deck does not have the attributes that other decks have of the Three of Pentacles, right? Like, this Three of Pentacles in this deck is a lone person working at a desk that's more attuned to the Eight of Pentacles than the Three of Pentacles. And this person over the desk is not paying attention to anybody. They're not paying attention to the world. They're not paying attention to specific people. They're not paying attention to what have you. They're paying attention to this thing that they have in front of them that they want to create. So I say I don't know because, number one, it's a knee-jerk reaction. But I also say I don't know because I feel like this is of two minds. On the one hand, you almost look around and you go, I don't want this world. I don't want this reality I'm currently living in. I want to do something different. And you go to the drawing board and figure out what you want to do, that rather than maybe looking at, why am I shaking? Rather than looking at other people that you've been looking at and emulating and saying like, oh, this is what, why am I shaking? This is what I need to be or need to do or whatever the case may be. You're maybe now looking at other people and going, how do they do life differently that maybe I can get ideas for? It's weird because this Three of Pentacles is not very collaborative here, babes. This Three of Pentacles, this man is looking at this thing that he has created, right? This tower. And honestly, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Let me tell you something. It feels like this angel is going batter up and is gonna break that tower. Batter up. So it almost feels like the beauty that is ready to be seen in you is one that is a lot more untamed. But I will say, because it's showing up as beauty, it feels like it's a beauty that's untamed in a way that is controlled still. It's not just effing around for the sake of effing around, right? It's effing around in a controlled environment. It's effing around with the wisdom, hopefully, but I don't know, it's your story, with the wisdom of what you've gathered along the way to get to this point. So this is, rather than just up and leaving and going to a random city in a random country or a random town, maybe it is, baby girl. I don't know. I call everybody girl, but maybe it is. It seems like you might be more cognizant of the things like, okay, what matters to me in a city? What matters to me in an environment? That type of wisdom, not just closing your eyes and going there. But again, honestly, with this energy, it very well could be. Like, I'm really getting someone who's like, for some of you, it is even giving like midlife crisis. Like, it's giving like, I don't want to do this anymore. So maybe somebody here is taking like a sabbatical from work with this Three of Pentacles, but it's a Three of Pentacles exalted. Like, it's not this mess of Three of Pentacles where like, this is bad. This is post-apocalyptic type stuff. But here, this is someone who still takes sort of pride in their work and pride in a team effort. And I just don't know who the team is. I don't know what to tell you about the team. I'm just like, why would the Three of Pentacles show up? That's weird. I think you're making some investments in a future and a reality, rather. Not even a future, but a reality that feels good for you. You're making investments in a reality that feels good for you. And they think the beauty that's ready to be seen comes at the cost of feeling a little bit empty until you get to the point that you ideally want to be. So it's almost like whatever this beauty is that's ready to be seen is at the cost of like time, money, a sense of stability to some degree. It's instability that'll get you to greater stability. So I do feel like there's something that you have worked on. Seven of Pentacles preaches to that. So where there's something that you have worked on, things that you've grown in your world, and you're kind of looking at it and going, okay, I finished it. Maybe I have arrived. And maybe let's say like you're a spiritual person. This is work, right? This could be work. Maybe you got a promotion, maybe you got a new job, and you're like, okay, bet, great, I got my promotion, amazing, but I'm bored. Like my heart doesn't feel full. I thought there would be more to this than that, and it's not that. And now I feel like I might quit my new job and do something completely like, it's just giving something like that. No major arcana show up here, but it feels like such a turning point in a way. But for some of you, it might not even be. It might be something. It's just Pentacles is kind of big. So, oh, right. I feel like you are looking to let loose. Have I said that enough? The Page of Wands, it's giving someone who wants to just sort of like do something wild. And that's the beauty in you that's ready to be seen. Like, you're trying to do something wild. And maybe you're looking and working with other people or something. I can't answer this Three of Pentacles to who the people are or what that's even about, because that does not feel like people are involved in the thing. But there could be people involved in this thing. It could be even like family, friends, co-workers. Of course, this could be work related with the Seven of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. maybe you're leaving a good team. Like maybe the team is what has kept you there, but you've gone as far as you can go. You now want to leave the role and go elsewhere. Try something new. I feel like you're getting agitated, and that agitation is waking up inside of you this thirst and desire to go for more. Just, take care of yourself in in this space, because you don't want to mess yourself up before you don't want to wreck yourself. So make sure you check yourself. Guidance, I guess. Ten of Pentacles. I love this because that's what I was getting with the 7 and the 3. Right? Like that major energy. It is Pentacles, but seeing the 7 and the 3, it's kind of like, oh, this is giving 10 of Pentacles energy, where you take the L for the bit, but it leads to like a greater sense of fulfillment. And that sense of old fulfillment is being rocky. It's like that instability time also between what I had and what I want. That's going to last more. I love that the 10 of Pentacles came up for you here, because number one, it really says go towards long-term stability. And this is going to be, yes, tangible long-term stability, but also like for your body and your resources and your health and the kind of future that you want. One that is where you're more than a little part of you is in alignment, And this is also thinking smart. 10 of Pentacles, you don't get to 10 of Pentacles without putting in work. And by that, it's like understanding what that work even is. Right? So this again is, if you are going to move to another country, it's being wise in that move. It's picking a country that makes sense for you, that handles what you want. And if you want adventure, pick a country that's gonna be adventurous for you. Maybe you need to learn a new language. Maybe you need to be on the struggle bus for a bit to shake up your entire, like maybe that's what you want. Then don't go for a country that, speaks the same language as you. If this is about you switching jobs, choose a job that maybe has some challenge, something that is going to push you, not something that you could easily do. Or alternatively, for some of you, pick something that's going to be easy and that'll be really fun for you to do, or whatever that means to you, because that'll feed your body, right? That'll feed your energy. That'll feed your who you are on the inside. That'll feed you in a longer term way. So basically, 10 of Pentacles, it's saying choose longer term decisions, make long-term decisions. But this isn't just, oh, this job will give me the most money and so I should get that. Oh, this area is going to give me the most. Like it's pick, what does longevity even mean to you as a person? I'm going to read from the guidebook on this one so you can get the most bang for your bucka. The 10 of Pentacles here. Stability and the end of the struggle are your rewards. Absolutely. After so much effort. 7 of Pentacles. I love this. Affluence and pleasure are the treasure that you and those you love have earned. Learn how to maintain this paradise for the good of the family. New adventures are ready for you. Come through, baby. Comfort, security, and the enjoyment of what you have always wanted. So are like in tow. So babe, shit, this is the beauty that's rising. Follow that bouncing ball. Follow the white rabbit. Ja feel? Jara. All right, my friend. Keep your light on. Good luck. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey there, Pile 4. Pile 4, what beauty in you is ready to be seen? What's ready, Freddy? I am using the Tarot of Oppositions. This is a lot. This is a lot. Are we going to take them all? Sure. They all came out wanting to tell you a story. A story. Yeah, a story. A story. Ori. Yeah, a story. Ooh. We've got the 3 of Cups. We've got the Emperor in the negative. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the Ace of Swords. We have the Five of Swords in the negative. Okay. Something that you worked hard for didn't work out, or something that you're sort of like working hard for or were building, had belts, didn't work out. Honestly, Pal 4, I'm picking up here that respectfully, Pal 4, I'm picking up here that you were a bit of a bitch. I'm picking up here that you were a bit of an asshole and you've lost some people, and maybe you find yourself wondering, damn it. It reminds me of that quote sometimes I see on the internet. Where it's like, I chose my piece too many times, so now there's like no one else, there's no one in my world or something. Like it's basically poking at the after effect in some cases of where, you know, people are like, I'm choosing my piece, I'm choosing my piece, I'm choosing my piece, and how that can be, you know, used or overused to the degree where you don't have anybody in your world after that, because you've chosen your piece so many times that now you stand alone. And honestly, what I'm saying, it can be for the better or for the worse. In some cases, maybe you chose your piece in situations where it wasn't about you. It was about something else or someone else or something else or whatever. And you acted in, oh my God, I don't know why I'm shaking. And you maybe acted in a way or chose something that, I don't know, wasn't in the best interest of you for long term, but maybe in the best interest of you in the short term. And now the cheese stands alone. That's for the worse. And for the better, it could be that you were surrounded by energies that weren't for you in whatever way, shape, or form. And now you're alone. And that's kind of the consequence of no longer playing along to company that doesn't feel good. And let's say feel good doesn't mean they want to make you grow. Let's say feel good is, you know, like just like true bad shit company. You know your situation better. And for some of you, maybe it was a mix. Maybe you confused well-meaning energies or misguided energies or tame energies or momentary energies. Maybe you mistook those for the negative energies that you were also cutting out, right? Like maybe they got caught up in the crossfire of I'm choosing my piece, or and now still end of the result is one standing alone saying, oh, there's nobody here. So you say, oh, all right, Lisa, all right. Well, what beauty in me is ready to be seen? Shit. What is that? The Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Three of Cups. I think the beauty in you that's ready to be seen, number one, is I believe that you are, it almost feels like you're ready to make your debut into society. Is that a weird way to say it? Yeah, probably. I almost feel like you're ready to make your way and your debut back into society. So I don't know if you're trying to rekindle past dynamics here. Lightly, cautiously. I'm seeing cautiously, I'm seeing lightly. Like the beauty in you that's ready to be seen is the energy where it's really kind of beautiful. Like you've blossomed into a king of wands, which is wild because this king of wands is so tame. This king of wands is one who, I guess, I don't know. I mean, this isn't realistic, but one who's mastered their creative juices. They've honed in their creative, hopefully, discernment with the Ace of Swords here. But I feel like this is someone who's reckoned with themselves and gone, oh, wow, I can see like my own parts that were being projected onto my relationships, maybe the misunderstandings or maybe the ugliness I was seeing. I can maybe see that part of that was a projection from me seeing that and putting that onto that person. And maybe me working on myself through this sort of isolation or what have you has made me really think about myself and come to terms with my own truth and how I also hurt myself and how I was someone whom I needed to get my own peace from and not just external sources. And now I'm like humbly walking forward. It's a really weird story to talk about, and I don't know how you feel about this if you're even still watching, but I just feel like I'm, at least at this moment in time, connecting with somebody who's like humbly reintroducing themselves back into the world, whether or not you're seeking new dynamics or you're reconnecting with old ones in a new way. And by new, like you're not brand new, like you're just not, sorry, maybe you are, but it's giving an energy of someone who knows better, right? Someone who would make different choices. Still maybe have the knee-jerk reaction of their old choice, but is able to stop themselves and go, oh, okay, let me stop and think about this first for a second. It's weird. That's what I'm getting. I'm sure there's another story that when I watch this back, I'm going to see a whole other story and be like, oh my God, delete the video. Just throw the whole thing away. But, yeah, the Three of Cups is telling me that, is corroborating the story of you making like your debut back into society. It isn't like a by and large in a demure way. You're still kind of like guarded and cautious, but it's like someone who, you know, carries, this is a bad example, but it's like someone who carries pepper spray as they go out. That's kind of what it's giving. What does that mean? It feels like someone who is going out and they will carry their protection with them. They'll carry the talisman or the tool that'll make them feel safe, but they won't, because they don't want to abstain from not going, you know? So I would rather go than continue to stay in isolation. And as I go, I'm going to carry these tools or this thing to help me. So that's the level of guarded that I'm picking up here. It's a guarded where I have what I need to make me feel like I can protect myself in some way. But at the same time, I'm going to step forward boldly. And boldly doesn't mean without fear. Boldly means with fear hand in hand and saying, I'm afraid, but I'm going to do this anyway. So the beauty in you that's ready to be seen, whether or not you've had all that crazy stuff that has happened, you're stepping into the world. And you're stepping into the world, babe, as ready as you're going to be. This right now, as you are, is as ready as you're going to be. This right now, as you are, is king energy. I know it's weird because we often think, you know, kings are perfect and pure and great and they're their pure suit. And then you look at yourself and you show up as the Queen of Wands or the King of Swords. And it's like, how can I be that? Like, I'm not there. Like, I don't know how to do that. I'm not, what do you mean? But that's you. However you are right now is you in this particular King of Wands energy. And I think who you're trying to be, who you're tuning into, that isn't the king, is the emperor. But you're not ready to be an emperor yet. You just got out here, baby girl. Like, I call everybody girl. Like, you're not ready yet to be a whole ass emperor. you're going to be a king first, because you're stepping out as the King of Wands to create a new world based off of whatever it is that you see and desire. So let me read the King of Wands to you. You will be able to manage your kingdom, with the right amount of strength, wisdom, and charisma. Take care how you choose your allies, and be open to receive help and advice from those who will be subordinate to you. Okay, period. This period is auspicious for decisions. Express your power with an open hand and a clear mind without excess. So this caution that you're going in is going to allow you to choose wisely, right? Like if you're afraid of where you're going and you got pepper spray, but you're still going to go, it doesn't mean the pepper spray makes you invincible. It means you're still going to be careful about how you'll be moving, right? So that's you. You're moving into this world, this era, this position, and timid and shy and scared are you to face this new world that you're stepping into, where maybe you're making your re-debut out into the world from a series of isolation. I'm just getting isolation from like tiredness, holding too much up, decisions that have worn you out, and you trying to make new kinds of decisions. Like if it's not people and you being a bitch, this is about you stepping into like new ownership of self and therefore the world. And the Three of Cups feels good. I think you're ready to enjoy. I mean, that's why it's the King of Wands here, right? You're ready to enjoy. You're ready to create. You're ready to go out there and do the thing. Let's pick some guidance for you for this energy. I'm hearing in my head, don't be fooled by the locks that I got. Visit the locks. I'm still Jenny from the block. Bronx, the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. It's just that part of you being like, I recognize that I have cut a lot of people off in my life, if that's like the example that I'm using. But I will still cut them off. Like I'm still Jenny from the Bronx, okay? From the block. I'm still her. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. But also, there's still that no matter where I go, I know where I came from. No matter where I go, I know what I've fought through with myself, for myself, to myself. And you're not going to forget that struggle and that strive moving forward, which is great. I think also the beauty that's ready to be seen in you is you're going to be making a good friend. I think you're going to meet some new people, specifically maybe like a new person that's going to be more of a projection. Well, not really like a projection. They're a person. Like, don't do that. But I think this person will show you what you've been wanting. And you'll be taken aback by how nice that energy is. I don't know how you've wanted it or what you've wanted, because I'm not going to say this is like the sweetest person. I actually feel like this person is kind of biting. I feel like this person will correct you when you're wrong or when they think you're wrong. But I also feel like this person will also be sweet. Like there's a sweetness to it, but it's a very it's a very authentic sweetness, to where this person will let you know, like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. You should have done this. You should have stuck up for yourself more here. Or I don't think that's what that person meant. Like, I think you misunderstood that. Like, this person will speak up. So it's really interesting. Two of Wands here is your guidance. Caterpillar by two, baby. Move at a pace that makes sense. You're going somewhere. Take it step by step. You have the Ace of Swords as your number one. Your truth, your clarity, your sword, which you're sticking into the ground and saying, I don't want to cut people up with my words anymore, or my tongue, which is crazy. I want to be anchored in myself. I want to tell myself the truth as well. And you're moving forward with action with the King of Wands. And the beautiful thing is your guidance being the Two of Wands is you have a plan, you have a way forward. Take it step at a time. Don't shoot too far ahead in whatever this is. if this is love, oh my God, if this is love, right? And you've quit a lot of people. You've X's and O's from your past and flings and slings and whatever you want to call them. Like they've all maybe come back around and you've cut them off. You're coming into the beauty that's already been seen in you is the one that's like, I've seen my truth. I've expressed my truth. And I have to be grounded in that and continue reminding myself of my truth. And I'm ready to step forward as a king of wands, as a king of passion, to go towards passion that makes sense for me, that feels the most good. And honestly, that's worthy of me. Ooh. And I just need to take it step by step. Because I think the old kingdom has fallen. The old kingdom has fallen. It's giving Shenle. That's rude. That's rude. But I feel like white face, no mask, whatever, was you. And anyway, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with heaven official blessing. Please. I wish you everything, pal, for good luck with this one. All right, keep your light on, good luck. If you'd like a personal reading, let me know. We can talk about this a lot more in your world in specific categories. All right, babes. Bye. Keep your light on and good luck. Hello, Pal 7. Pal 7. What? Ooh, Ace of Cups. What beauty in you is ready to be seen? Okay, so we've got the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Cups, and you are also pile 7, which is crazy. I love when a plan comes together. I was talking with one of the other piles about Shenle, and that's from Xielian and Sanlang and Huacheng and Heaven Official's Blessing, and I'm just like so obsessed. I want all of it. I want to get the books so I can read them. If you know what I'm talking about, then you just might be my favorite person. I don't know what's going on, but this hand is like shaking. I don't know what's happening. So we've got the 7 of Wands. Aww, it really is giving Xielian. We got the 7 of Cups. Same. And the 10 of Cups. What beauty in you is ready to be seen? It feels really interesting, actually. You're the first one to get all positive cards. Or sides on the positive side. Cards on the positive side, which is really cute for being number 7. I vibe with that. Here's what I'm seeing for you, my friend. I mean, you're definitely fighting for something. And you're also, honestly, Delulu. But here's the thing. I feel like what you're Delulu about is what you're fighting for. And you're also fighting your delusions. Delusions. That's funny. You're fighting both for your desires, and you're also fighting your desires for your desires. So I feel like you're trying to discern, or like we'll get to the beauty, right? You're essentially discerning what is real, what is unreal, what is fact, what is fiction when it comes to your happiness, your future, your well-being, your family, chosen family or given family, and like retirement. What? Like you're thinking about, not to say end of life stuff, but you're thinking about end of life stuff by virtue of like, what do I want my life to look like in 10 years? What do I want my life to look like in 5 years as a result of what I want my life to look like in 10 years? Where am I at now in getting close to that? What decisions do I have to make? What do I have to get off of my person in as in you are your person? Like, what do I have to fight within myself to get to where I want to be? What do I need to cultivate and lean into and fight for within myself to get to where I want to be? And it's not just in yourself. Like, I get this Seven of Cups is very like internal, but this feels very external. Like, what in reality can I push back against? What in reality do I need to lean on in order to get what I want? You're fighting for your life here, Pal 7. And that is the beauty that is ready to be seen. You're fighting for your life, and you're fighting for the kind of life that you want. You're fighting for the kind of life that you want, the kind of happiness that you want. If you're someone who wants a lot more of a luxe life, you're fighting for that. There was a video that I saw on YouTube. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. It's in my watch later list, but it's a woman whose title is so catching. She said, I made myself become like allergic to being broke. And that may not be your story. I don't know fully what she's saying, but it's giving this energy here. I am shaking and I don't understand why. It's giving this energy here of someone who is no longer trying to play small, right? Like someone who may no longer be wanting to play small, someone who's no longer wanting to play the poor girl or the poor boy, someone who wants to like have a life of luxury. And this could be because maybe like your faith told you not to want riches, or maybe like your culture told you not to want, luxury goods and like finer things in life. Maybe you grew up watching that, this type of lifestyle is better than this type of lifestyle. And you're kind of like coming to terms with yourself and going like, no, no, actually I do want money. Yeah, that's what I want. Or alternatively, this is someone who has found out that they have money maybe, and it's not making them happy. What would actually make them happy is to downsize and not live in a big house, but live in a trailer in the woods. That would make them so happy. And this is somebody who is going towards that. It's like that beauty is ready to be seen within self, so one can fight the outside world or work with the outside world to stand for what they want in their true being. That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting somebody who's taking a stand, someone who's drinking in their delusions and loving that. For others of you, there's something here about like your sexual life. You could be fighting for the kind of sexual life that you want. It's the same message. It's just spearheaded towards like a sexual life. If you're looking for a certain kind of sexual life, the beauty in you that's ready to be seen is you really standing up for that. And maybe it may take a while for you to find the kind of partner or partners that make the most sense for the kind of sexual life that you want, emotional intimacy life that you want, or whatever that you're into. It may take some time, or it has taken some time, but you're still fighting, right? Like yourself, your urges, and fighting for yourself and your urges, and also like approaching that in the world and saying like, no, this is what I want, right? Opportunities may come your way and you're like, is this what I want? This is so tempting, but no, no, this isn't what I want, so I have to walk away. It's funny to me. Yeah, there is something here about riches. There is something here about like sexual pleasure, even, um, and bliss, and how you've. I feel like you fought this battle in yourself already. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's fought this battle within themselves already. But now what's ready, like the beauty that's ready to be seen, is the outcome of that. I keep looking at the 10 and I keep looking at the 7 and I keep looking at the 7. It's just giving me this energy of like, you will get there or you are there. You're just, I don't know, like my throat feels weird saying that. So there's something that wants to come out, but I feel like you've been fighting yourself on the inside and you've cultivated your desire on the inside. Like you and yourself has had board meetings with yourself over whatever this is for you. And you know that you know that you know that this is what you want. And maybe temptation or like things come in your way in the real world. But now the real world is you're ready to show the world in your actions and how you move and how you don't move and what you give attention to. The moon, that's cute. You're just gonna be moving in a way that is showing the world and the people around you that this is what you want. That what you want is what you want. And you're taking like practical, real steps in reality, not just in your being, as in like, oh, this is what I want. I want a loving, lasting partnership. But then you're doing things that hurt that. Like, you're not doing that anymore. Like, I want a loving, lasting partnership. And you're actually standing in that energy and like living from that space. What's your guidance here? That was an example. I don't know what this is for you. I mean, it's giving emotional. So, the Hanged Man. Oh, fuck. This is so jarring. Like, look at this happy-go-lucky dude. And then look at this not okay dude. And I think that's quite telling. I do, like, in as much as this has come out on the negative, I am going to say that the beauty that's ready to be seen is the fact that, like, you're not, like, let's say you are. Let's go with the relationship example, right? This could be anything in your world, but I'm just going to make it easier for me and then you do your work, right? To explain this. It feels like, let's take that thing where, like, you want a long-lasting partnership. You want something that's going to make you feel good and something that'll nourish you, blah, blah, blah. Something that makes sense for you, blah, blah, blah. Great. You're no longer, like, doing things that go against that. It's not just you sitting with your girls or you and yourself being like, why can't I find this love? Or I want this love. Like, you know, you've done the homework in your being, in your mind, and your thoughts and your dreams or whatever. Like, you're doing all these things. And you're like, damn, I really want a long-lasting relationship where, like, happiness is real. My happiness matters. Their happiness matters. Our happiness matters. Like, we're in competition making each other happy because it makes us happy to make each other happy. Like, whatever you want, okay? Great. You're going out into the world, and the way you talk to people, the way you disengage, the way you detach, the way you attach, the way you move, how you present, it is in your aura, and how you talk to people that you used to talk to or that you're now talking to, like, it's different. You're not just talking about it, you're being about it, right? This is the beauty that's ready to be seen. The guidance here is, it's kind of weird because your guidance is saying to me, you may still be dealing with, this person did this to me, I went through this before, da 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 da. You could still be having moments of those or experiencing those in your being. But as you move in relationship and meet people, they don't need to know that. They don't, like, you're not leading with, oh, this happened to me, this person did this to me, I did that, this they said, like, you're not leading with that. You may still be having those parts of your story playing out in your head, but you're not in a space where you're talking about them. You're moving differently. So what I actually see is you being this hanged man that visibly people can see has an aura around them. This person is acting different. This person is moving differently. This person is different. That's the beauty being shown. And then it's not funny, but I'm giggling because this is real. This is like real life. Where in your head, you're still like a bit of a mess. So what this is just real humanity where we can be healed and we can da-da-da-da-da. It doesn't mean that we're not still growing. We're not still moving through our thoughts and our ways and what happened to us. It doesn't mean that we don't. It's just the fact that we pause and have fought those battles, it's easier for us to choose to respond from a better place than a shitty place. Does that make sense? You're responding from this place, not from this place. This is not cute. Okay? That's not cute. But I feel like you're presenting vulnerability. Wow. Vulnerably. Getting worked up won't do any good. In fact, it'll make things worse. Exactly. Be thoughtful and let go of anger and excess. Open your eyes to the fact that no one has done you an injustice that you have not deserved, at least in part. Stop. This is a period that requires calm, patience, and forced inaction. Necessary sacrifice. So the guidance here is to be calm, opening your eyes, trying to take things in that you need to take in, and not moving unless you absolutely have to. And that sometimes there are going to be some sacrifices made, and sometimes those sacrifices are swallowing your pride, swallowing your feelings, because those are maybe a knee-jerk reaction from the past and they don't serve you to react to them in the present. I don't know what that means for you. I'm gonna go. Keep your light on, pal 7. Good luck. I think this 10 of Cups is yours. I think it's just the beginning, actually. It feels like a small 10 of Cups, which is crazy. This feels like just the beginning. I don't want to say anything else to pal 7. What is this? The devil. Yeah. It's the devil on the negative side. Then we have the 9 of Swords. So this again, on the negative side, this again is I feel like the beauty that is ready to be seen is almost like the person you pretend to be is not you pretending. That is a part of you that is real. The part of you that you think is real, the part of you that's moody, that's gloomy, that's not working out, that is a lie, is a message that's coming through here. Does that make sense? If you're someone who's presenting in a certain kind of way, that is more your truth. But then I think there's something here about letting people in to your drama. It's a weird way to say it. I feel like a part of the beauty that's ready to be seen in you is to show people a little bit of your mess as well. I think you might benefit from quite possibly other people's opinions to show you that things are not as bleak or as bad as they seem, and to maybe even assist you finding new paths to get to what you want in your life, to get to the places that you dream of. I think for some of you, the beauty in you that's ready to be seen is the parts of you that have been broken and busted, and getting help to attend to those parts of you is the beauty that's been waiting to be seen, being ready to be seen. That there's beauty in your mess. That there is beauty in your, I don't want to say beauty in your toxicity, but yeah, I mean, let's go there. Like, there is beauty in the shit that you're attached to. There is beauty in your addictions and your obsessions and your whatever, because those come from somewhere. They come from a part of you that wants to be seen, wants to be witnessed, wants to be attended to. So mildly, I started off this reading talking about Shelian and Xianle, which is a story, is something I've been fucking obsessed with. I have been obsessed with Heaven Official's blessing. Like, please, actually, I need it now. And if that is something that, like, let's say you have like a mild obsession, right? This isn't like crazy obsessions. This is, oh, sick, you're addicted to a story, like wild. It's sort of like there's a beauty in that, because people get to see that part of you, the part of you that's a little bit unhinged. And again, I get that this is more cute than not, right? The part of you that's a little bit unhinged, the part of you that you think is ugly, basically. The part of you that you keep to yourself. Now, for some of you, this isn't as cute as I'm obsessed with these characters and the storytelling and the author. This is, I've been drinking more than I should, and I think I have a bit of a problem now. I've been overindulging in certain extracurricular activities or recreational activities that I think it's a problem. And for some of you, the beauty that's ready to be seen, if that's your story here, the beauty that's ready to be seen is you're ready to be seen. You're ready to get some assistance in navigating those spaces. Because you've been fighting for yourself, you've been fighting for your desire to be not in this state, to be not overtaken by these desires, but to lead a life where you're in control of your desires. You want to make them happen, right? Not where the desires that are keeping you down, right? It's very similar still to that Delulu energy, with Delulu being good and Delulu being bad, where there's that line and that seesaw happening in this energy. So for some of you, you are ready. Like, your beauty is ready to be seen by a professional, by a service, by the ability to take the right amount of medication, the right formula to help your beauty be seen. You know? So if that's of benefit to you, then great. In the story that I've been obsessed with, it is someone who's been alone for quite some time and used to doing things by themselves, and they have a mask, right? They have a mask that they wear, one would say, I don't know, but it's not a mask, it's who they are. But they've been in their own life, right? They've lived a long life, and they don't think that they're worth anything. They believe when people treat them badly as opposed to when people treat them well. They believe the bad stuff because they identify with that ill character. And that's where this energy sort of comes in, where you may be presenting as well when there's some stuff going on within you, and there is beauty in that, because once you express certain thoughts or whatever, then there's a chance for you to see them, hear them, and confront them in whatever way that looks like, either their negation, their just aeration, or their affirmation, or another option that I haven't said. And all of those are all valid, and it can oscillate from day to day. So there's something in here for you, Pal 7. For those of you that message relates in that angle. We have the Devil and the Nine of Swords. This isn't cute. The the Hangman here is not cute. And it's not about being cute, right? It's about being well. But sometimes, you know, when people crack, that's when the light can find them, you know? So if you're ready to seek some assistance or whatever, this is your cue, babe. You're ready. The beauty in you is ready to be seen. It's ready to be cracked open. Let's see if there's anything else here that I can glean from this energy. You've forgotten the light of the world and how to turn it on inside you. You may be you may be hypnotized by pleasure and subjugated by the magnetism of others. Right, that like recreational activities, or like a sex addiction or pleasure addiction. You may have addictions to substances, be enslaved by money, and crave power and glory that you don't fully deserve. Wow. The journey through the underworld should teach you a lot if you survive to emerge again. So I guess going back to the initial message of if you have certain delusions or desires, and they are delusions and desires, it could be this thing of getting real with the Seven of Wands here and the Seven of Cups, and kind of going, okay, what do I need to do to make these delusions and desires real, right? If the Devil energy is saying like, you may want things that you don't deserve, it's like, okay, well, what is deserve, first of all, but what can I do to become the person I need to become practically to get what I want? Like, what do I need to feel on the inside? Because sometimes it's not even always like the actions that we do, it's what we don't do. It's how we feel, how we relate to ourselves, and that transforming how we see the world, like the Hanged Man, changing our perspective. We see that, oh, we got stinking thinking, and no wonder the world looks stinking to us, and doesn't treat us well, or doesn't treat us too fairly. But maybe it's our stinking thinking. And I'm not saying, and there's a lot of people who've been victimized by this world and are today, and I'm not speaking to that. I'm speaking to the person whose particular storyline here is, you know, that you have negative thoughts about the world, about the people around you, about the world, and what do you need to do? Who do you need to become? And what do you need to do practically to help that feedback loop of becoming who you need to come and changing your outside surroundings at the same time? Because just because you do all the work on yourself and your mental health and your perspective, you can still be in a bad situation, right? The Hangman can have done all the things on this pole, but my dude is still on the fucking pole. Like, sometimes you gotta get out the pole and get somewhere else. So anyway, I'm not talking about pole dancing. I quite like pole dancing. But if you are on the pole and you don't like the pole, there could be other options, and perhaps it's time to start thinking about other options if you're no longer satisfied by pole life. All right, my friend, I'm going to go now. Keep your light on, good luck. I do wish you everything. If you would like a personal reading, please feel free to come through. They are non-judgmental, because life is wild, you know. So I wish you everything, my friend. Keep your light on, good luck. Bye-bye.